Good morning, friends. How's everyone doing today? Well, I have something really exciting to share with you. You know, a few years ago when I designed the hydrangea room, I knew I wanted the hardscaping to be those 3 arches with a beautiful stone walkway running through the arches. But I really didn't give any further thought to hardscaping until a couple years passed and I realized that that's actually a very loud part of our garden that has a lot of road noise. And seeing as how the alfresco fountain from Henri Studio has made a huge difference in drowning out traffic noise, I thought, you know what, I think I need a fountain for the hydrangea room that's not necessarily a focal point or a standout point, but it's just a really nice loud fountain that kind of elevates the whole room by taking away the traffic noise. So I found the perfect fountain, the terrain fountain from Henri Studio. Let's go to the other gate and take a look and listen. So when I was designing this garden, the first thing that I thought about was how to create an entrance and how I wanted to guide people through the garden. So right here is where we have our side gate. And so that creates a nice point of entrance. And let me just shut this behind us so Grace can't get out. And then the combination of the stones and the 3 hummingbird arbors really help direct traffic. I didn't want this to be a straight path. I wanted it to curve almost like a dancer going through the garden. And so I'm really happy with the entrance, how the garden moves, how it directs you over to the garden library. But as you can maybe hear in the background, it is early morning now and we have all of our friends going to work, but we have the terrain fountain to the rescue to help drown out some of that street noise and just bring a moment of peace and relaxation into the garden. And then if I pull us back to where we're looking at the library from the corner here, we really get that great sound coming from the terrain fountain. And as a matter of fact, let's just take a moment and listen. Doesn't that just bring so much peace to your soul and just calm you down? I mean, there's nothing like either going to work for the day and coming home and finding peace in the garden, or maybe you're like me and you work at home and you're staring at a computer screen all day. You're editing something someone else wrote, you're writing something. Whatever it is, we need that moment of escape. We need to be able to find peace in our garden, and this particular sound that this fountain makes, my husband and I, we're just so in love with it. So let me talk a little bit about the installation of this fountain. We did have it delivered, so that made things really easy. I did lay a base with 4 stones, and in retrospect, I wish I would have just bought 1 really big heavy stone. That would make leveling it a lot easier, but you know, live and learn. Now, what's great about this fountain is that it just comes in one piece. The only thing you have to do is attach the copper spill plate with some silicone that comes with the fountain, and then I can overlay some footage of my husband doing this, but you assemble the pump goes in the back, there's a divider running right through the bottom basin, the light goes in the front, and then we have both cords connected at the same point in the main flower walk, and they're connected to a light switch in our garage. And I tell you, that is so nice to have these on the same switch and not have to worry about turning a lot of things on, plugging things in. It's just wonderful to have them on the same light switch. I would really recommend that if you can do it. So maybe it's helpful if I get close to both of these fountains and you can compare the sounds and see what kind of sound you like better. So I guess you could say the alfresco fountain is more of a loud trickle. I mean, I love it. I think for this spot it's perfect. You can see Grace loves it. There's her garden contribution right there. And now, as we leave the sound of the alfresco fountain, And then as we pull back from the library, circle around this apple tree and find ourselves at the hydrangea room yet again. You have the beautiful sound of water over here thanks to that terrain fountain. Just phenomenal. So the thing is that the alfresco fountain, I have seen that for many years now and I've always wanted it, and I just haven't been able to get it in our area in the gray color that I love. And when I was discussing with the owner of Henri Studio, who is absolutely just the nicest man ever, I saw that they have a hummingbird fountain, but he thought that probably wouldn't be loud enough for what I need. And he's the one that suggested this terrain fountain. So thanks so much to all of you for being part of this hydrangea room journey with me. I think this is the first and probably the only garden that I created on YouTube from start to finish. So I'll try to maybe make a playlist of the hydrangea room coming together. But I guess what I want to say is, if you can dream it, you can do it. And don't feel rushed to get it done all in 1 year. Don't feel rushed to get it done. There comes some acorns. Don't feel rushed to get it done in 5 years. These are the type of things, the arbors, the stones, the fountains. I want to buy these things once. I want them to be really good quality, and I don't want to buy them ever again. And I hear a lot of interior designers say that too. You know, don't worry about, hey Grace, don't worry about having blank walls. Don't worry about having rooms that aren't finished. When you find the time, when you find the money, when you find the inspiration, it will all come together and be the beautiful picture that you want. So friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me in this video, for being a part of my gardening journey. I feel like we're really all in this together, and I hope that you get as much virtual enjoyment from seeing the hydrangea room on your phone or your television as I get from it right here in the comfort of my home. Just remember, friends, if you can dream it, you can do it. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye, friends.